Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a look at network radios. Now there's a lot of controversy around network radios that I've witnessed recently about people saying, is this really radio and it shouldn't be part of the amateur radio world. Well, that's a debate that we're not going to be looking at today. There's better things and more important things to look at. So I've come up here today to the shack to have a cup of tea and have a bit of a play around, and I just wanted to show you a few things. So this is a new edition. I have got very poor lighting in here, I'm sorry about that. New edition. This is my new, I think it's pronounced UNIWA. It's a network radio. It's quite a smart one. Just unlock this. It's pretty much like the old Radio Tone RT3, which was one of the first radio or network radios that I had. I'll come back to the new one in a moment. This was, at its time, which is quite a few years old now, this one was a really good bit of kit. It's been dropped, didn't bounce very well. I've had to fill it in with hot glue gun there. And it kind of worked okay. As a telephone, it was not very good, pretty rubbish. The quality was quite terrible, the sound quality. As an Android phone, as an Android device, very, very slow. You have to put a memory card in it to make it kind of work, and even then it doesn't use, you know, the speed is very, very slow. It's got a lot of lag to it, and it's just not really very good at anything nowadays, but it did its job. The aerial is pointless. It's not actually connected to anything at all. I've seen one of these opened up, and that's just a screw thread going into nothing. So it's a pointless antenna, not needed at all. Build quality feels alright to hold. One thing I do like about this is underneath this cover is a clip, the old Motorola style, which enables you basically to operate a fist mic. And I love this fist mic. I've got two of these. It's for the Alens radio. One fits the radio and the other one fits this one perfectly, and it works really well. Or as well as the Android version of Zello will allow me to use it. It's done the job. It's lasted a few years. It's done the job, but I've kind of lost the love for it. So I then progressed, and for my shack, I then got myself the Inrico. Can I zoom in? Yeah, I can. So what I've done, let's move the GoPro out of the way. I've fastened it down onto my desktop, got it all set up, and I have a permanent account set up for the shack, and that is fantastic. It works really well. I love it. The screen's a lot more responsive. The whole version of Android is just a lot more advanced, and it works well. Can't fault it at all. So missing going portable, because this one, like I say, let me zoom out, this one I kind of lost the love for. Decided it was time to upgrade, so I've got my hands on the UNIWA. Now this probably goes by other names as well, but when you power this one on, that's what comes on the screen, and that's what's written on the box. Now the advantage of this one over this one is that this RT3 is only a 3G device. Now I was driving down the M6, I was being driven down the M6 as a passenger trying to use this, and I was just struggling to get a signal, even though it said full signal. I've tried it on Vodafone and on EE, and it just struggled. And often when you press to talk, you get those 3 beeps, which I believe indicates there's a network error or some description. And even though the other user was logged on and available, I just couldn't get through. It took several attempts, and those are the sort of problems I had. So anyway, I set this one up, this Android device. This runs on Android 6. It's a 4G device, and I've got a SIM card in here. The SIM card on this one at the moment is an EE SIM card. I like the coverage. It works well in the areas that I tend to use it. And do you know what? It just works so much better. And I've kind of fallen in love with this. As a telephone, it works really well as well. So the SIM card that I've got in, obviously, has got a phone number to it. And it's great as a telephone. As a hands-free telephone as well, you can put it onto speakerphone. I've also installed WhatsApp, and I've actually done a WhatsApp video call using this phone. And surprisingly, it worked really well. There was no lag. The software copes really well. And that's using the home Wi-Fi as well as 3G or 4G whilst out and about. The picture quality of the camera wasn't fantastic, and I would not expect it to be either. But you got a rear camera and a front-facing camera on it, and it just worked. It didn't give me any problems. The screen on this one is faster. It's a finer screen. It's a better quality screen. And when you come to download apps using the Play Store, it downloaded them straight away and installed it. It's given me the updates that I wanted, and I've been very pleased with it. So I've used it for quite a few days now, giving it a try, and I've got it set up exactly how I like it. Now, the disadvantage of this is that you don't have any sockets on here to plug in a speaker microphone, which is a shame. But then I thought, well, do you know what? This is Bluetooth. It's a Bluetooth device. So why not get myself a Bluetooth fist mic? So I've ordered a fist mic, and that's on its way. Hopefully I should be getting that over the next sort of few weeks. But that would enable me to operate it via Bluetooth, keeping this securely in my pocket. So the options then that you've got your volume up and down, these little buttons on the side. You've got your push to talk, and then on this side you've got an optional button there. Now that's, I guess, kind of like an emergency button, but I know people have reprogrammed that button to act as a second PTT. And you've got your camera button there. One press of that button there will activate the camera. Now what I've done is with Zello, I've deactivated the front button because I don't want to be able to accidentally touch that button whilst pulling it in and out of my pocket and start transmitting. So I've deactivated that button, only using this side button here. And also when it's connected and you're on a channel, you can turn it off like so, and there's nothing you can press now that will change the channel that you're on. It'll keep it as you've left it, always ready to push to talk. And because the screen lock is on, it means you can't kind of touch it and turn things on and off. You could probably accidentally mess around with that, which I've not realised until just now. But other than that, you're not going to be able to get into it and change channels or anything like that. It does feel a fairly cheapish plastic. The cover at the bottom underneath, this is where you plug in your charger. So you plug in your charger there. You can plug in earphones into a socket. This is terrible lighting, I do apologise. Little socket, little plug down there, 3.5mm or 35mm plug. But you know, trying to keep that in place as well, it kind of falls out. I don't use the bell clip. Comes with a bell clip. It feels very cheap and nasty. This bell clip does it. Once it's on, there's a lot of movement in it, but you know, apart from that, it kind of does the job. But you know what? I don't want to wear it on my belt. If anything, I'm going to just keep it in my pocket or keep it on the desk, or you know, throw it on the dash of the car or something. So yeah, very impressed with it. Yeah, so in a few moments, I'm going to be calling up Lewis. He's busy at the moment, and we're going to have a bit of a chat, and I'm going to do a comparison with these two. In fact, I might do a comparison with these two, the RT3 and the UNIWA, as well as using my Inrico. So yeah, we'll give that a try, I think. So let me just have a quick check, see if he's on, and we'll try and do a comparison. Okay, so we've got Lewis now, who's going to be waiting for me, and we're going to have a bit of a chat, and we'll see what his thoughts are on the different radios. Okay, Lewis, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, James.
Okay, mate. Listen, I'm using the RT. No, not the RT3. Sorry. I'm using the UNIWA radio, my new one. I'm about a foot away from the mic. The mic on this one is right on the very bottom, just down there. So, what's the audio like, Rog, on this one?
Yeah, it sounds good, James. It's nice and clear, very clear, decent depth to it. Yeah, it sounds reasonable. Sounds very good. No issues at all.
Excellent. What radio are you using at the moment, anyway?
I'm using the Senhaix N60 4G at the moment.
Right. Now, you've done a review on that one on your channel, haven't you, in the past?
Yeah, I've done a couple of videos on this one, the 3G and the 4G. Yeah, it's the mobile radio with the chunky screen. It's got the mic with the keypad on. I think you've seen it here actually when you've been here.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have done, mate. I think I remember which one that is. Yeah, nice radio. Lewis, I'm going to call you back in 2 seconds using my older RT3. Just interested to hear what the audio difference is like from your side and from my side, Rog.
Yeah, no worries, James. Are you going to be on the same user or a different user?
Yeah, it's the same user. I'll automatically log out of this one and log into when I turn the RT3 on.
Yeah, no worries, James. I'll stand by.
Right. So, let me log on to this one now. So, I'm using the same user. So, it has to log off. And it has done. It's logged off that one. And this one... Right, Lewis, are you there now? Should be working.
Yeah, I'm here, James.
Yeah, okay, mate. So, audio-wise, how do you compare this audio to the audio of the last one? I'm same distance away from the mic, the radio. There's the microphone in that one. So, from your point of view, mate, how is it?
That one is very good as well. I'd say there's probably a little bit more depth of audio on the first one. I think there's less depth on the second one, but it's still very good. But yeah, I think the first radio's got the edge, in my opinion, James.
Yeah, I'm thinking exactly the same from this end as well. Straight away, listening to you, I've turned the volume down a bit, and I'm not getting the depth, the bassiness that I was getting before. It's not as nice. Definitely prefer the first one, which is the newer one.
So you're on your old hands. Are you on the RT3 then, the Radio Tone RT3, which is this is Shure S22, isn't it, under a different guise?
Yes. I know this is the Radio Tone RT3. That's what mine's entitled. So I'm using this one now. It's not as good. With this one, the speaker is on the front, where the earpiece is to the earpiece for the telephone. Whereas the newer one I've got, the UNIWA, it's got a rear mount speaker for the radio, which is separate from the earpiece for the telephone device. So that's why it's a better sound quality from the receive point of view.
Yeah, no worries, James. What would be good to test sometime, I don't know if you can do it now or whether that'll be for another test, is trying your Aeon speaker mic on it and see if that makes any difference on the UNIWA device.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't connect that microphone to the UNIWA because there's no socket. It's Bluetooth only. I can only connect the Islands mic onto this RT3.
Alright, okay, yeah, no worries, James. I must have been getting my wires crossed. But yeah, both are sounding good, but that new UNIWA is sounding really good. Is that a 4G model, James, as well?
Yeah, it's 4G. I've done some tests. I've been out and about using Wi-Fi and the 4G, and the performance is so much greater, both for using the PTT app like Zello and for the general application use of Android. So I'm very impressed with it so far. I'll be interested to try other newer versions of the radio, the PTT phones. But so far, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, well, it's sounding good anyway, James. Definitely worth getting, I think. Like you say, with having the 4G, it just gives that bit of extra coverage, doesn't it? So yeah, no, it's sounding good. I wonder how my device is sounding your end, James.
Yeah, you're clear as a whistle, no issues. The only thing is you're a lot tinnier on the RT3. You still sound clear, there's no problems, but the audio is definitely nicer on the UNIWA, the first radio I was using. This one, it's a smaller speaker, it's not quite as nice. It's not as easy on the ear.
Yeah, no worries, James. Right, well, I'll let you go. I hope you've got everything you needed. And it's good to catch you on here. I must start getting on here more often, actually. So, yeah, good to speak to you anyway, James. I'll catch you in a little while.
Yeah, Lewis, before you go, I've got one more very, very quick test. I want to just try out my Inrico. If you just bear with me for 2 secs. Right, let's go to the Inrico.
Yeah, no worries, James. I'm in no rush anyway. Are you going to be on the Shack account or on this one?
Yeah, I'm going to be on the Shack account. So I'm on the Shack account now, Roger, you there?
Yeah, just go again. Give me some more audio.
Okay, audio test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's really nice audio on that, James, on the Inrico, I've got to say. Yeah, really, really good audio. Better than the other two together, I would say.
Yeah, I think it helps having a decent speaker mic, which is what I'm using at the moment. Let me just show the camera. So yeah, it's a nice mic this is. So this does give a much better audio. But yeah, again, the Inrico's got a bigger built-in speaker front facing. So that's beautiful from this end from you.
Yeah, no worries. Well, the radio I'm on, it's got a rear-mounted speaker. Which sounds unusual, but the audio is pretty good. It's very good, actually. Yeah, no, you're definitely sounding good on the Inrico TM7. Are you on the TM7 or the TM8, James?
Yes, TM7, mate, TM7. Lewis, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link on my video to your review you did when you did the review on the radio you're using. So I'll put a link on my channel so the viewers can have a look at that if they want to.
Yeah, no worries, James. Well, I'll put I've recorded this conversation, so I'll put this up on my channel if you want when yours goes live, so they can see what the audio sounds like on the other end.
Yeah, excellent. That'd be good then. Cheers for that. Lewis, I'm going to let you carry on, mate, and I'll speak to you a bit later on.
Yeah, no worries, James. I'll catch you in a bit.
Right, so there you go. There you go. Let's just move that back out. Oh, God. Right, so those are the 3 radios that I use. So you've been able to tell yourself that the bassier audio, and I think it is definitely clearer audio, is from the UNIWA radio. So like we say, when you're using the PTT feature, like on Zello, for the radio use, it uses that speaker there. And there's the microphone, very tiny little dot there. So it's a better sound quality. The speaker on here, there's no rear speaker, it's only front mount, and it's a lot smaller, so it's tinnier, so it's not quite as good. The thing to bear in mind with these is when I use radios, I'm used to being able to hold them like so. And you have to be mindful that when you do hold it like that, using your thumb for the PTT, you are actually covering the microphone up. That's something just to be mindful of, I guess. But no, I really enjoy the quality of this one. Hopefully you've been able to tell by the audio that, see which one you prefer, really. Interested to see your opinions or hear your opinions. Leave any comments down below. Let me know what you think and which ones you use. Also, if anyone's used an external microphone on this one, I'd be interested to hear. I know you can plug earphones in. There's a little earphone sign there. So you can plug earphones in. I'm just wondering whether you can, in fact, plug a microphone in as well. Whether that's like a speaker mic. Other than that, if you've used a Bluetooth mic, let me know. I'll be very keen to see how you get on with that. Right, okay, I'm going to put a link down below for Lewis's channel. That's Ringway Manchester. And you'll see his review on the radio. I forgot which one already now. But whichever one it is, I'll put a link down and you can have a look at the review of his. So I hope that's been of interest. Again, something I forgot to mention. You know, I said this was a false antenna. It's also a false antenna on this one as well. This is exactly the same. It's not connected to anything at all. It's totally pointless. I guess they put it on just to make it look like it's more of a walkie-talkie. I don't know. But there's no need to have it. It's not connected. Right, okay, thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in the next video.